There comes Miss Elise back. Well, welcome to Online MBC. My name is Miss Marsha. I am your instructor. I'm not going to tell you a whole lot about myself. I am going to tell you how I became a coder. I have 5 children. I homeschooled my children for many years. My second son decided he wanted to go to high school, and I said, hey, here's a great time to stop teaching and send my kids to school. And then I said, well, what do I want to do with myself? So I took an online medical billing and coding class. I worked at Rapides Regional Medical Center in human resources while I did that. And then I moved to a unit secretary in the cardiology floor. And then once I finished school, I started working for Acadiana Billing Solutions, and they have a spot in Lafayette, Houma, and then one here in Alexandria. I became a biller, and I love billing. It's my favorite. We don't do a lot of that because you can't hardly simulate a billing cycle in school. But I had been there for 3 months, and then I became a coder. I started out coding for Red River Cardiology. By the time I left 4 years later, I was coding for Red River Cardiology, Friedman Cardiology, and 2 small clinics in Natchitoches. I had a total of 12 doctors, held the 2 largest accounts in the building. I am not some super coder. I'm just very organized. And that's really kind of what it takes. It takes organization, goal setting, working through your bricks sometimes. So being a coder is a lot of fun. I love it round trip though, and I'm excited to share with you guys what we're actually doing. I am going to ask if you need to write some things down, but I will email you a copy of this video, so if you're not writing stuff down. How many of you understand attendance? Well, you're supposed to. Okay, so let's talk about attendance. Like when you go to high school, they check attendance every day, right? I check attendance every day too, but attendance does not affect your grade, which is new for Unitech. Usually attendance is 40% of your grade, but that is no longer the case. Now, why is attendance important? Well, I do check attendance every day. In order for you to get attendance for that day, to get marked present, you have to turn in a daily assignment, a discussion question, or a lab. Homework is not counted as attendance, okay? Now, this is when attendance becomes extremely important, is you have what's called a 14-day out, which means if you do not submit an assignment in 14 days, you will be dropped. Has nothing to do with me. It counts the weekends. Now, how are you going to know if you're 14 days? Believe me, if you're 3 days, I'm going to be texting saying, is it okay? Is everything all right? Do you need anything? Ask Miss Elise. Ask Sean. I do reach out. I do. Sean was going to get a text this morning, but he submitted something yesterday, so he's okay. Unless you text me and say, hey, I work all week, I'm doing my assignments on the weekends, and then you won't hear from me. I'll make a note, and I'll make a note that you're going to be doing your work A, B, C, and D, and then I'll watch your trends. Like some students do work every 2 days, some students do work every day, some students do work on the weekends. It just depends. Hang on just one moment. Miss Stephanie is having trouble. I'm having trouble. Can you please call to help me? No, because I'm on Zoom. Sorry. And I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. And that's another thing. If I've started Zoom and you guys text me, I try to respond, but I'm only probably going to respond one time because I want to be able to give my attention to the Zoom call. So do you understand attendance now? Yeah. Okay. I also want to say that it's very important for you to do assignment or something in your assignments every day, every other day, because this is an information-based curriculum. There's lots of information. Miss Elise just keeps logging in. I don't know what she's doing. So in order to keep up with the information, you pretty much need to be in it daily. Also, I want to tell you, you have manuals coming in the mail. I do not send the manuals, corporate sends the manuals. So let me know when you get them, but you're going to be getting 3 large manuals and you're going to love it when you see these. It's going to bring everything together. Do not fret. You don't have to remember everything that's in here. I'm going to teach you how to look stuff up in here. Okay. So how many of you have uploaded your books, your ebooks? Miss Janice sent an email.
I did.
Yeah, I know you, Miss Elise, these are our new students. We have regular class at 11, but I'm glad you're here.
Okay.
It's
I was
okay
trying to
be
get connected.
Yeah, you're good. We're going to have regular coding class at 11, but these are new students that I'm talking with right now. So,
Okay.
So you need to load your ebooks. Part of that's going to be using that number from Miss Jana sent you a letter, and we'll look at ebooks in just a minute. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and turn my screen around, and I'm going to show you. Are y'all calling your e-learning page Jenzabar or your Unitech page? What are you calling it? Okay, your My Unitech page, your e-learning page, or your Jenzabar page. It's all the same thing. So it's the same page that you did your orientation on. That's where you're going to go to find your work. So I'm turning my screen around so I can show you. So this is what it looks like. And you just log in. Mine looks different because mine is the instructor page, okay? But you're going to find my 2021 course list. And you are OMBC 154-3. So when you click into it, this is what it looks like. You have next event and latest news. Latest news is so important, and I'm going to show you why. When you get into there, you're going to see something that says week at a glance, 6/28 to 7/2. That's this week. What is a week at a glance? It's a map of your assignments. So we do things in days, like this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Today is Thursday. I don't know why this shifts over. I can't help it when I copy and paste it. But today is day 23 of 40. So whatever day you start on, Alana, today is your day that you started. So you're on day 23 of 40. Peyton, did you start Tuesday?
I believe so.
Yeah,
I think
Peyton,
that's the day
yeah,
I
you
submitted my.
started Tuesday. So you started day 21 of 40. So these
Okay.
are all the assignments that were due on that day or that you had for that day. Day 22. So Peyton, you start at day 21 and go forward. Alana, Stephanie, and Sheila, you guys are starting on day 23. Okay, so day 23. So you just use this as a map of your assignments. Let me show you why that's important. Because when you go to coursework, you have a list. You see, daily assignments, exams, homework, and lab reports. So that's a lot of stuff, right? So how do you know where you're at? Well, because you're going to use your week at a glance. Some students print it out and check it as they go. If you don't have a printer, you can just save it on your little taskbar and you can go back and forth and look for it. So far, does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, if we look on our sidebar over here, I want to just point out, this is your syllabus. I upload PowerPoint slides for every chapter. So if you wanted to go in and look at your chapter 17 PowerPoint slides, come on. You can just go in and read through PowerPoint slides, which is great as you're reading your chapter and kind of comparing the, the PowerPoint slides. Okay, I have something new that I've done is I've added some resources. We're doing cardiology coding right now. And so one of the things that I added in resources was a cheat sheet for coding cardiology. And I don't want to get into that too much because, I mean, you guys just started. But also there's medical terminology, and we are learning all of these medical terms. So here's list 2. This was list 1. So you'll always have a running list of medical terms, and you will, we'll talk about when we're going to be doing little quizzes on that and what have you. Let me see if I can actually get out of here now. Okay, so those are your resources. Something that I wanted to show you in coursework, we do Zoom calls at 11 a.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you cannot make those, they're not mandatory. But what I do is I record them just like I'm recording this, and I put it on that day's daily assignment. So last Tuesday was a Zoom class, and this was our Zoom class. So see that I put it in your daily assignment for you, so you won't miss anything. Also, in your assignments, let me just use day 21 as an example. Peyton, this would have been your first day. It says read coding highlights through nuclear medicine, and it's attached below. I copy and paste all of your reading material in the actual assignment. That way, if you cannot get into your ebook, you have an alternate way to do your assignment. But please use your ebooks if you can, and I'm fixing to show you why. Do y'all have any questions on the e-learning page so far?
When
Yeah,
you say lab, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
When you say lab, are you what is consist of when you say lab?
Different things at different times. Like medical assistants labs, they actually go to a lab and
Right.
they do stuff. For us, it's just regular work. It's just how
Okay.
it's labeled.
Okay then.
So, I mean,
Okay.
it's just really assignment.
Right, right.
So, you know, when we were in school, we could do more lab type activities. Now it's just work.
Okay.
Peyton, what was your question?
I'm having trouble finding all that stuff. I couldn't find the syllabus or anything or nothing like that. I didn't have that many options other than the 4 little things that it shows.
So your page looks like this when you pull it up?
Yeah, but it's not as like detailed. It just is super like, it looks like that, but it has like 4. It has 2 other little columns.
Oh,
But I can't find the syllabus because I was looking for that. I can't find that or anything.
well, that's strange, because everything that I have here, except y'all can't access like my grade book or the, you know what I mean? But you should still have,
Yeah. I think what she needs to do, because I had to play around with it when I first started, and I think what she needs to do is go under either page, her page, or student, and it should pop up.
I'm gonna try it again.
Yeah,
okay,
and then
yeah,
go
just kind of,
under.
go ahead, Miss Elise.
Yeah. I had to kind of play with it. You got to kind of play with it to find everything that's listed and open up every one. And if it doesn't open up, go to the next one because it's there.
Okay.
You just have to look in there and find it. And once you find it, you'll know where to go to find everything else.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, and now this is where you go to get your assignments, correct? Your e-learning. But Evolve is where you have your ebook. So you really do have to go back and forth, okay? If you don't want to go back and forth, you're just going to have to use the reading that I submitted, that I put on the e-learning page. But I'm going to show you why it's really great to do it this way. Okay, so when you first log on, you see redeem and access code. That long number or letter and number combination that Miss Jana emailed to you, you need to put it right here and submit it, okay? Excuse me. Then something's going to pop up, and it's not, oh goodness. something's going to pop up that looks like go to Vital Source Library. You're going to click on that. And your ebooks are going to pop up. Okay, now if one book pops up here and you think you just have one book, you do not. Scroll down. They're here. So this is where we are. We are, oh, what happened? So we are in this book, the blue book. Let me go back to it. Oh, well, what is going on with you? Here we go. It's this blue book. It is Buck's Step by Step 2021. This is the workbook. And this is the textbook. So when you open it up, we are in Unit 3. And then whatever chapter is on your week at a glance or in your assignments, okay? So this is why I want you to do it with your ebooks, because watch this. Down here at the bottom, it has a printer, an A, and this thing, the little speaker.
Chapter 19, Digestive System. This section includes digestive tract.
It reads it to you.
Which is good.
You know, I'm telling you, let it read it to you, and then look at your PowerPoint slides while you're cooking your dinner or your whatever you're doing. I know that the voice is not as nice as mine, but I'm not going to read it to you. So we got to take what we can get. So it reads it to you. So I think it's so important. That's such a great tool. And you can listen to your whole chapter at one time if you want to. You can cut it down into sections like I've done, however you want to do it. But every single chapter is going to have to be read. So if you have a weekend and you want to get ahead or whatever, read your chapters. There's nothing stopping you. We're going through all these chapters. So if you want to do that and you're going to be doing it's read the chapter, do the exercises, do your workbook. It's like that every single time. So if you are one of those people that want to get ahead, but you have to submit it when I ask for it and in the spot that I'm asking for it. So I don't want you to take your workbook and put it in a daily assignment when it's supposed to be for your homework. Make sure you're turning in the assignments in the appropriate spots. So let me turn my screen back around and go back again. Okay, so another thing that I want to show you that is in our table of contents is Appendix B and C. These are answers to some of the exercises in your book that you're going to be working. I'm not telling you to go copy those answers and not do your work, because when you have your test, I promise you, it's going to show up if you do that. But if you get stuck and you need help, go look for the answer, and then if it's a code, go find out why that's the answer afterwards. You understand what I mean? It's there as a resource for you to use, but it's not there for you to cheat. And it's an integrity system. I mean, it's not going to hurt me if you cheat. It's going to hurt you. So, any questions on the ebooks? Do we understand that? I know you may have some questions as you start playing with it. That's okay. I'm still going to be here to answer questions. There is a lag. Peyton, have you received your manuals?
No, ma'am. I'm waiting on it. It said it's coming on my my little app.
Miss Elise, no
I
manuals?
know. No manuals. Hopefully when I get back home is there.
Well, some students got them last night, so I'm expecting them to be there today. Okay, even
Okay.
if you don't have your manuals, you have a choice. Please submit what you can. You can Google the answers, whatever it is, or submit cannot complete because of no manual so that I can give you attendance. You're not really going to miss anything because we work on a Ferris wheel system. So you're going to go all the way around and you're going to meet right here anyway, and we'll make up that material that you need. It's not going to be an issue. I know it's a pain not to have your manuals right now, but it's really okay. We're going to get there, so don't get frustrated about that. I am going to send you a welcome letter, Peyton. I probably already sent you one. There's great information in the welcome letter, and there's some links to help you. Please use YouTube if you don't know how to upload an assignment. Go to YouTube, push in how do I upload an assignment in Gensbar. It gives you step-by-step instructions. In my letter, it has my office hours 8 to 5, but if you text me past that, I will text you back. Usually if I have something going on, I will put in remind, get your questions in by 5 o'clock because I will not be available until the next morning. So I let you know when I have something going on. If you text or call me past 8 o'clock, I'm up at 4 o'clock every morning. I am not going to answer you. I turn my phone off, but I know that you had trouble so that I can take that in consideration for the next day. And then I will get back with you. We can make an appointment, whatever we need to do, call on lunch break, whatever it is. I will tell you that Monday we're off. It's a 3-day weekend. And by 4 o'clock tomorrow, if you have a question, I want to know because I'm taking the 3-day weekend. Okay, something I did leave out. I open up assignments on Sunday. They're not due until the next Sunday. Okay, so usually by 3 o'clock on Sunday, I've put your week at a glance in and I've opened up your assignments. Okay, but then you have 5 days past that for late work. So you guys have plenty of time to get work in, okay? Even if it takes 5% off, it's a B instead of you know what I mean? So please don't feel like if you've not done it, you just don't have to do, don't worry. Try to go back and do it because as you get experience, it's going to be easy to run back and do that quick assignment and throw it in there so I can check it and we can give you a grade for it. I understand if you can't be on Zooms, but I'm going to talk to Sean, or I'm going to tell y'all about Sean. Sean was very confused, didn't really know what was going on. He spent one class with me live, face to face. If you do well watching the video, that's perfectly fine. Sean, how do you feel about things after spending one Zoom?
Now it's easy. I mean, I'm finding everything like that.
Right. It's something about being able to be a part of the class and talk about it. I understand if you have to work and you can't, but my big point is watch the Zoom videos.
Right.
Watch them, see what we do. And I may say something that turns a light on for you. Another student may say something that turns a light on for you. These Zoom classes, I record them. I put them up so it can help you.
Right.
If I give you a long video from YouTube, for example, Queen of Guidelines, she is amazing. She is long-winded. But if it's an hour video and you watch 30 minutes of it and you do what she says in that 30 minutes, that's just going to be so much better for you. If I give you a Queen of Guidelines video on Tuesday and you watch 15 minutes of it every day until you get it done, if I'm giving you something, there is a reason. I'm not just giving you something just to give you something. I promise. Everything I do is for a reason. Okay, so any questions?
Did you get my assignment?
I did.
Thank you. I'm trying without a book. But that's okay. I'll hang in there.
Just keep hanging in there with me, Miss Elise, and the rest of you that don't have manuals. I know it's a pain, but remember, I'm not looking for the accuracy on these assignments at this point. I'm just looking for you to try to do something. If I give you 25 problems and you do 10, I'm not going to say you didn't do it. I just need something in there just so I can give you the attendance and we can keep moving. I know it sounds crazy, but remember, when we wrap back around, this week isn't going to mean anything because you're going to get the material again.
Okay.
All right. If you think of questions, please reach out. You can call me, you can text me. I do have another Zoom class at 11 o'clock. If you want to come back on for that, save this Zoom information. It's the same Zoom information we use every single time.
Okay.
All right. Think of questions, let me know, okay? I'm so glad that Peyton and Alana, I'm so glad that y'all are joining our team. That's what we feel like this is. We don't want to leave anybody behind. We are a team. If you feel like you want another student to reach out to, I do have numbers, and we'll talk a little bit about that at a later time. But there are lots of students who want to help. That I have a wonderful group of ladies and gentlemen. He's my only gentleman right now, but I have 2 of them in my other class. So
Yeah.
in my local class. So anyway, all right, guys, have a great day. Sean and Miss Elise, I hope to see you at 11 o'clock. Peyton and Alana. I
Okay.
know Alana has to go to work. Peyton probably has to go to work too.
Yes, ma'am. You seen this
Okay.
shirt.
Yeah, but I will be loading today's coding Zoom class under today's daily assignment. So if you want to go back and watch it, no, go back and watch it later. Not if you wanna, go back and watch it later. All
Yes,
right,
ma'am.
have a wonderful day. Have a good day at work, and
Yes, ma'am.
let me know if you need something. Bye, guys.
Okay, thank y'all.
Bye-bye.